wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when
I'm getting ready to start preparing dinner, and we've decided to go ahead and just barbecue and grill out tonight. And since we've been a little busy spending time together today and just watching the kids hang out, I did not start the ribs on the smoker this morning. Luke has a Traeger, and the past couple of years we've started smoking our ribs. But before we had the smoker, I had a go-to recipe on making ribs, and I thought I would actually share that version with you. It is super easy. The ribs are foolproof, and if you don't have a smoker and you think, well, I can't make good ribs because I don't have a Traeger or somehow to cook them all day, you're wrong. With today's recipe, all we're gonna do is boil the ribs for a couple of hours in a pot on the stove, and then we're gonna sear them on the grill. And I wanna go ahead and share this with you. The first thing I went ahead and picked up were 2 big packets of ribs at Costco. Now we've got baby back ribs and then St. Louis style ribs. And what I'm gonna do is get 2 big pots, and you want to go ahead and put your ribs inside. Fill it with water. We're gonna season it. I usually use a good amount of the Montreal steak seasoning along with garlic salt and some pepper. We're gonna get them on the stove and boil them for 2 hours. Montreal steak seasoning, and I use a pretty generous amount to season the water that we're cooking the ribs in. Your ribs in the pot and you've got the water added and all your seasoning, you're going to go ahead and bring it to a boil and let your ribs simmer for a good 1.5 to 2 hours at least. The longer that these ribs boil, the more tender that they're going to be. Boiling for just a little more than 2 hours, and at this point we're ready to go ahead and put them in a container, and you want to choose your favorite barbecue sauce. This is what makes them so easy. Remember, right now we're doing easy but still really tasty. So you want to pick your favorite barbecue sauce and go ahead and cover the ribs in it, and you're going to lay them on a grill that is on high heat. Right now Luke has got the Traeger turned up to about 500 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and sear the ribs at this point. Sear the meat after we've got all the sauce on, and we'll have some yummy ribs. One of the reasons this is one of my most favorite ways to make ribs is because when you boil them, the longer you go, the more tender they get, and they don't dry out. The meat stays really moist and it's not a dry rib. That is why I love this technique, and it's one of my go-to recipes.
And then there's the finished product, all cut up, so good. Yum. How are those ribs? Do they win the teenager approval? All right. What did you think of the food? Was it good?
Good.
Yummy?
I hope you like this really quick and easy rib recipe. I'll go ahead and post it down in the description below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.